Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is the first one. I'll give you 5 to 10 minutes to prepare yourself on GD topics. Uh, Out of these three, any one topic on which you will start discussion. And
So we start with the time or with
and please speak clearly.
hello, sir.
So only one GT topic will be chosen.
Yeah, one GD topic will be chosen and that will be spoken.
So who will choose that?
Read that and tell me that anyone can start on any of the topic, no issue.
Sir,
Shall we start? Hello. Shall we start?
Yes, sir. Just a second.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Who will start first?
Yes, I will.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Udrimata Janan. I'm going to talk about the topic called do you agree that honesty is the best policy? Yes, I agree because the honesty is the best policy, and because it does not get more real than that. So that by being honest, you have less thing to worry about, and it's much easier to tell lies. Sorry, tell truth than telling a lie. Thanks.
Yeah, anyone else? Hello. Anyone can start.
So I told
Sir, I will.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do I have to give my introduction?
You don't know what you're supposed to do when you start the GD?
A very good evening to my respected teachers and my dear friends. Today I'm going to say something on should kids under the age of 13 be allowed on social media sites? In my opinion, I don't think that kids under 13 should be allowed on social media sites because social media affects children's outside image. It can also affect children's mental and physical health.
So I want to tell you that, like, we are talking about honesty in the best. We are not yet in the social media one.
Well,
First of all, when one speaks, allow him to complete. After that, you contrast or you contrast the points of the.
Okay, I'm not contrasting. Excuse me, sir. I'm not contrasting. I'm just telling that
so we just try to say
we
that
are talking about agree that honesty is the best policy or not. But he's talking about should kids under be allowed on social media sites.
Anyone can speak on any of the topic, and he or she has the right to put his or her opinion onto it. If you like that topic, you want to contrast, you can do that.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, can I tell?
Yeah, go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Preeti Shahu, and I am going to speak about should kids under 13 be allowed on social media sites. On my opinion, kids means children should not be allowed to social media sites under 13 because it will affect the children's mind and we can their mind will be on the social media by recording the videos and photos, and they will always see they can't study. The mind will be always on that site or any other app, social media apps. So we should not allow them or we should not give mobile also to see them the social media sites and all. So this is my opinion.
British. Anyone else?
Sir, I have not completed it. I
Okay,
had not completed it.
okay, go ahead, go ahead.
Good evening to my teachers and my dear friends. I'm Aryan Pahi. Today going to say something on should kids under 13 the right to access on social media sites. In my opinion, kids under 13 should not be allowed to use social media sites because social media can affect students' outside image. It can affect children's mental health also. And in a study, it was found that who grew up on children who grew up on social media are more susceptible to anxiety, depression, and other psychological disorders. It is shown that those children who spend more time on social media are likely to feel jealousy as they compare their lifestyles to the others on social media.
Yes.
Not only do children compare themselves to other people on social media, but they are also most prone to cyberbullying. Thank you.
Okay.
Unusual signs from your side.
Ritvik, can you please make your opinion on any of the topic? After that, you can make a contrast. Ritvik?
My name is Prasarya, and I'm going to talk about is honesty is the best policy always. In my opinion, I don't think that honesty is the best policy, and it can be painful for an individual to tolerate the naked truth usually. And I don't think that honesty is the best policy always. Telling the truth is not always the right thing to do to someone because it can be,
Sir, can I speak?
Yeah, go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Smita Masan, and I am going to say a GD on do you agree that honestly is the best policy? Yeah, in my opinion, honestly is the best policy because honestly teaches us to have a good character. Honestly also helps the students to become success in their life. It requires the energy to speak the truth in every stage of life. those people who devote in nature, who trust them more and like them more. Honestly, also teaches us uh, how to be, means help us to uh, bo- gives means honestly gives a bonding with our friends or any our relatives. So that much. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone who wants to speak or contrast the points of others, please go ahead.
No, speaking the truth to everyone is not always the best policy because um, if you are doing something secretively, like you are running and
How can you say that the truth is not only used? See, people who are not means honest, who are not trusting means who are not, you can say, honest in their statement. So the people gives means people do not people either not speak with him, or you can say people do not means trust with him. Either he tells lies or truth, because in his whole career he always not speak it means not speak truth, or in his he has not honestly.
okay, let's just say that honesty is required to become successful in life. So can you give me an instance like how honesty helps you to become successful in your life? What is the role of honesty in your life and success?
What?
Like you say, you pointed out, no, like honesty helps us
Like
in becoming successful in life. Can you give me an instance where honesty is helping anyone becoming successful in their life?
you can be a good person actually because of honesty.
Okay. So, well, guys, you all have given your opinion on first and third topics, right? I just want to come one by one. I'll start with Rudra. Rudra made the views that called as a honesty is the best policy. So, if you talk about honesty is the best policy, in the sense of uh, true character, right? But think of it, your family stay hungry for a couple of days and people are not giving you means money because of your uh, honesty policy. You are not getting job. You are you can say that your friends are not liking you because of your truthfulness, right? Because your truthfulness makes them or puts them in problem. And you also find out that in uh, what do we say that in society also, right? In society also, people come to know your truth because you cannot hide anything. In that case, do you think that honesty is the best policy when your family stays hungry, when you do not get uh, respect from the society, when and your friends are start friends start hating you, right? Because of your truthfulness, they are facing problem. Do you think that in spite or despite all these things happen to your life, you want to keep the honesty with you. That is the first thing. Next, second thing is I'm coming to Aryan, who said that kids should not, kids under 13 should not be allowed on social media sites. Now, why they won't be allowed on social media sites? Do you think that social media, right? If the kids are uh, watching cartoons, if the kids are allowed to watch cartoons, kids are allowed to play video games, then why kids are not allowed on social media sites?
So I would like to oppose you.
Okay, I'm coming to that. Let me complete my question to Aryan. So, in that case,
Yes, sir.
yeah, my question to you, if
Yes, sir.
if I say this, don't you think that social media sites are sending or uh, presenting all the negativity? Or when kids are allowed to play the video games, watch the cartoons, and see the pictures under the supervision of the parents, right? Why they don't be allowed to discover their ideas on social media sites? They meet different people, they find new ideas, they they discover, even they learn new language, they become, means they become, improve their mind by identifying ideas of others. Don't you think
Sir,
that?
but it also has many side effects that I told. Maybe more, also more than that.
Now, because of the side effect, so don't you think that the side effect means uh, made only for the 13 years children? Will it not affect to the uh, children who are more than 13 years, people who are
Yes, sir.
people who are matured? Then why not it?
Yes, sir.
Why they are allowed to watch, or they are allowed to surf social media sites? Is it not called as a inequality that has been maintained between the kids and the uh, means children or students, or called as uh, people above 13 years old? Don't you think you are making a partiality? They should
Yes,
be
sir.
also, they should be also given all kind of a opportunity to do. What is your point on it? Go ahead, go ahead. See, it is just a topic. Remember that in GD topic, you shall not go, you shall not accept the statement of your opposition, right? You always stick to your opinion. That kids should not be allowed on social media sites.
Uh,
Yes, go ahead.
I always stick to my opinion, but this time I have no reason to stick to my opinion, I think.
Why not? You have opinions here. You can say that there is a age barrier. The age barrier points out that who should do what. Now, if the 13-year children kids are not allowed on social media sites, so because they're kids, their minds are not developed fully. If the kids more than 13 years old allowed on social media sites, their minds are capable enough to enjoy, to learn, and to discover new things in the social media sites. That is the reason kids should not be allowed on social media site under 13. You can give, Aryan, you can give. Think about it. Yes, Ritik, you want to oppose me. On what basis you want to oppose me on which of the thing? Go ahead.
So like, okay, so like you said that um, why there is an age barrier in like 13 and 18. So listen, because we are children, we do not have that willpower to control our feelings, because that is the internet is social media is not only filled with goodness, it is also filled with some bad things. It is also filled with bad influences and like alcoholic and smoking, drug abuse, all this. It is filled with all these things. And if any child gets affected by that, there is a lot of possibility that he would like all those things. He would like all those fashion they show by, they show that cigarettes are, stylish way, but they do not show the reality that, cigarettes is harmful for you. Not only cigarettes, but there are a lot of bad habits they show on Instagram. Any social site.
See,
So
human's brain is constructed in such a way that whatever he sees, whatever he or she hears, whatever he and or she finds out from his or her near and dear, on the basis of that he or she guides, motivates or influence, right? So in that case, it's not about the kids, it's all about every human being. So these 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 brains have been constructed in such a way that uh, that are influenced, right? So it is not a big deal. So and for that reason you can make a kind of a means a solution that allow kids to surf on social media sites, and at the same time parents will be present to guide them properly. Won't you think that it will allow kids to surf on social media and they will also not deprive of it?
So I don't think that they should be allowed to use social media under the supervision of parents also, because parents are not always behind their back to see if their child is using social media. They can use it secretively also, and they can see whatever they want, and if there is no one to guide them, it can harm them.
By the way, kids are also
They're not
not,
meant to.
by the way, kids are also not all the time engage themselves on social media, because kids are not even means handle the phone all the time with themselves, and especially when you are talking about under 13. So generally these kids are using the phones of their parents. Parents are not giving them that to hold one. So if you think that parents are not guiding them every time, so whatever the time they stay at home, whatever the time kids are using parents' phone, right? So till the till the period of time, so parents shall means stay with them and guide them what is good, what is bad. And by the way, who is telling to the children whose age is more than 13 years old? It is their parents only. Because above 13 years old people, children are also not fully developed. Now they can do also wrong, no?
Sir, I totally agree with your point,
Thank
but
you. Thank you. Okay.
you see, like,
Okay. I'm coming to Pritish. Pritish, uh, what's your point? Do you think that honesty is the best policy?
Sir,
Do you think that honesty is the best policy?
yes, sir.
On what reason you think that honesty is the best policy?
Um,
Yeah. And how do you consider that you are honest? Right. You don't tell lie. Don't you find out that when the situation
yes,
is
sir.
tough, when situation is tough, so at the same time means we follow the one of the approach that helps us to what? That helps us to uh, uh, go to the wrong direction. So if you say
The
that
honesty is to go to the correct direction.
honesty is taking you to the correct direction, even if it makes you starve, even it makes you hurt your parents' sentiment, even if it makes you separate from you with your family, it is best policy.
No, in that, I will say no.
In that context, no. Okay, thank you. Yes, yeah, anyone else? Rudra, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So, do you think that honesty is the best policy?
Yes, sir.
On what context you are saying that honesty is
So
the best
because,
policy?
telling a lie, like you feel guilty after the telling lie, and if you feel honest and afraid, you don't feel guilty.
Do you think that even if you're telling lie can save save the person's life, it is wrong? Your one
No, sir.
lie,
No, it is not.
your one lie can save the person's life. Is it wrong? Is it dishonesty? Or do you want to keep your honesty and for that you allow all the other people to die because your honesty matters the most? Tell, guys, tell.
Sir, I'm with you. The lie will not save the person, sir. It will, yes, it will, sir, save the person for a means for a 3 or 4 days, but telling truth, yeah, it will give confidence that yeah, I have tell truth. I will not means tortured by the father or mother, sir. So that things comes to our mind.
Okay. Let me tell you a case. A case which is pointed that a person who by mistakenly or who means who has been accused, right? Accused of murder, and the court has decided to make that person kill, right? Or called as the punishment was given to hang that person, right? Or capital punishment. When that person was or when that person was ordered to be hanged till death by the judge members or jury members, so at the same time the person who saw the murder, so if he say that he did not see that the person killed the person, then that person will be saved. So what do you think that he will say before the jury members or not? Because if he say, then the person will be survived or will be saved. If the person will not say, then the other person will be hanged till death. Do you think that the person should not tell lie? Allow the person to die? Yep. Can you? Yes, Rudra. Anyone else?
So I cannot sir, I am with you, no?
Okay.
So I'm saying that honesty is not the best policy always. So how can I oppose you?
Okay. Fine. Now, fine, guys. Please try to tell the answers of these questions. Let me point out, even if the person,
No, I'm not saying.
okay, even if the person uh, getting a capital punishment for your telling truth, then he should be given capital punishment. Why? Now, because that person did a mistake, and for that mistake, he should be punished. And there, you should tell the truth to give that person punishment, right? You should not leave your character into a stray or means into bad areas or called as a bad mouth, because at the end of the day you feel a kind of a comfortable, you feel relaxed, you feel yourself happy that you always tell truth, right? You always respect others, you maintain the honesty. That's what is the answer. Fine, guys, we'll move to the next one. It's a speech topic. Out of this three, you need to
Sir,
choose one.
speech.
Yeah, speech. So
Okay, sir.
you need to speak on this uh, topics. Out of these three, you choose one and speak on it. You have 5 minutes for preparation. After 5 minutes, each one will speak on one topic.
Sir, sir, we have to speak means after, so suppose we have to speak in letters like that, or the questions that are.
Yeah, but you need to speak on leadership only. You need to speak on school violence. You need to speak on recycling. So any one of the topic you chose and speak onto it. Okay. After 5 minutes, we start.
Sir, actually, I have a problem with the what? Sir, waste concept lucrative or lucrative?
It's a lucrative. Lucrative.
Yes, sir,
Lucrative means
lucrative.
profitable.
Okay, yes, sir, I know. Great.
Ready?
No, sir.
So just a minute, I'm going to speak.
Okay. Who is going to start first?
Sir, I think me.
Okay, go ahead.
A very good evening, my respected teachers and my dear friends. I am Aryan Pari of class 7, where I am going to say speech on sort out how to make money with recycling. Today, more than ever, all the people are becoming more environmentally conscious, which is a new reason why business opportunities are becoming available in the world of recycling. The first thing you need to do before recycling plastic business is to research the rules and regulations on waste management in your area. There are many laws on waste management. If you don't follow the laws, the repercussions can be severe. In this era, plastic recycling has been touted as a profitable business, and it can be very lucrative. However, as the kinds of recyclable materials or recyclates have become more diverse, and households and businesses alike have become increasingly used to recycling, the process of sorting through recyclates have become increasingly difficult. But more often than not, the most profitable way to recycle plastic is by ensuring that you have clean plastics to recycle. To make the other profit, you have to put time, effort, and investment into the sorting process, which for most some smaller recycling business is done manually. All kind of waste paper can be can be dinked, shredded, pulped for future manufacturing. Waste paper recycling requires very little process or sorting. It means that there's a very little initial outlay when starting a waste paper business. Two of the biggest recycling companies in the world are Advanced Disposal and Bifa Group. Both companies offer integrated waste management services that cover a variety of waste disposal, collection, and recycling services for residential, commercial, industrial, and construction customers. In this way, you can make money with recycling. That's all I have to say. Now, a conclude message. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.
Okay, good. Who is the next?
Good evening, everyone. I am Ritvik Acharya. I am going to speak about leadership. First thing is, what is leadership? Leadership is about keeping the goal of society before the goal of the individual. And leadership, it is about having the vision to achieve the target. It is about understanding the followers and working with them. It is related to active listening and adapting to change. Leadership is not leadership is not leadership is not a thing which is done so easily. We need to learn the taste of your followers. We need to understand what's the need, and we need to understand what are the great changes we need to make. So, what are the changes we should make? In my opinion, my community needs to change in our education system. Our education system is outdated. It's been 100 years. We are using the same education system, and I don't think it is going to change if we if we don't change our mind, because this world is going to this world not like not like that 100 years before. It's now 2022, and we need to make our visions high. So to make our visions high, we need to make our youth capable of that. To make our youth capable of that, we need to change our education system. To lead this process, we need a great leader, and a leader who knows the taste, who knows the proper way to handle the change, and who knows the year 2022 and the generation. I think that's all. Thank you. So I said it. So I spoke about it. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah. Go ahead. Who is going to start next?
So I spoke.
Yeah,
So
I
spoke
heard it.
about.
I heard that. Yeah, go ahead.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
Preeti.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Preeti Shaw, and I am going to talk about the speech recycling. Recycling is a process. Recycling is a process which saves many.
Give your introduction.
Yeah.
Give your introduction.
Introduction.
Yes.
So I'm not ready.
You just tell your name and the topic that you are going to speak. That's all. Go ahead.
Okay, sir. I am telling again. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. My name is Priti Shaw and I am going to talk about the speech topic recycling. Sort out how to make money with recycling. Okay, recycling is a process which saves many things that we recycle and can be easily converted into useful materials. And recycling also saves a lot of resources. And recycling also reduces the amount of waste by amount of waste. And recycling has three bins which can be sought out from. In this recycling there is three bins, and in this bin there is blue bin, and one is green bin, and brown bin. Yes, I know that. Brown bin. Blue bin is for recyclable waste, and brown bin is for garden waste and food waste, and green is for non-recyclable waste, which cannot be recycled or water, which can be composed, can be decomposed, which cannot be decomposed. And recycle and by recycling we can invest we can what which can uh, by recycling we can convert it into useful material, and we can sell also for invest money. And recycling also reduces the load of the environment. And uh, and the when we load of environment, and we also reduce the greenhouse gases, but most of the toxic gases are produced by factories. So wanted so factories, but we can invest money waste by waste water. Mm. We can recycle paper. We can recycle paper, uh, waste papers to invest money also. Invest money also. And that's it. Thank you.
Very good. Absolutely. Very good. Who is the next?
Thank you.
Sir, me.
Go
Sir,
ahead.
sir, can I say?
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Smita Mamasan, and I'm going to say a speech on recycling. The process by collecting waste material and then changing it down into small material for making the new ones is called the recycling. Recycling is the test where we can make our healthy where we can make our planet cleaner, and also we can be free from our from waste. Recycling recycling teaches how we can be a creativity. It teaches us to be a creativity, and also teaches us to have and also teaches us that we should always be in a we should always have patience for doing that work and have that passion for recycling a thing. Recycling the plastics helps the land and sea bodies as it cannot be finished or cannot be dissolved. Uh, Recycling help us to stay in a peaceful life for upcoming generation as it reduces pollution like water, air, and land. So recycling also conserves energy. Thank you and have a nice day.
Okay,
Sir,
good.
sir, good evening everyone. My name is Udra Jana and I'm going to talk about school violence and what are the real causes of violence and bullying in school. The school violence and bullying is a serious issue that has been affecting the uh, lives of children throughout the school. It involves unwanted and aggressive behaviors among school children that involves like unbalance in students. Uh, uh, this, these behaviors are usually repeated or have the ability to be repeated over time uh, and bullying includes actions such as making threats, attacking someone, and like saying someone verbally. Uh, in school violence also affect children negatively in their mind and it can also cause feelings of fear, anxiety, and depression also.
Finished?
Yes, sir, thank you.
Okay, great. Who is the next? Who is the next? Everybody spoke.
Just talking about full topic.
Yeah, yeah. That's great, guys. I find out means Ritik spoke on leadership, Rudra spoke on school violence, and others spoke on recycling. So, as far as if I'm talking about the topics, right, I think leadership is a very nice topic. It is stated about what necessary changes are needed in your community, organization, and how do you want to lead the process. It is a question that has been asked about a role of leadership or a role of leader. So anyone can speak on this. It's quite easy. Second one is called as a school violence. Now, school violence is also considered as a, one of the good essay, good topic to speak. What are the real causes of violence and bullying in schools? So we can find out like jealousy is there, and um, you can say that anger, uh, as well as competition, right? Jealousy, competition, and something like a bad influence. All these are the real causes of violence. And sometimes to show the seniority, power, right, which are actually means harming to the juniors. Very good, Rudra, you spoke very nicely. The third one is called as a recycling. Recycling is indicating about sort out how to make money with recycling. I find out everybody spoke very nice. uh, at the same time, I would like to tell you that please guys, if you tell the answer of these questions, your speech, your GD, right? Try to analyze or try to see that what you do the mistake, right? What kind of a means what is the problem that you are facing? Why you unable to speak fluently? Let's say that if you are talking about uh, Pritish, Pritish is trying to speak things, right? But he is trying to mug up. He d- he understands some of the things, and he tried to mix, associate, and he tries to speak. It is found that his voice is natural, and he gives his idea in a natural manner. If I talk about uh, what do you say that Rudra? Rudras have only one problem, that's called as a pronunciation, nothing else. He speaks very well, but the problem is called as a he stays for a pause. He maintains a silence. His beginning and ending is quite quite bad, right? Or quite poor, you can say. Why? Because he doesn't maintain the uh, formality. He immediately starts the topic and always in a hurry to complete the topic. That's one of the issue. If I am talking about Ritvik, yes, Ritvik is a genuine one. He tries to speak from his own, uh, but at the same time, the way of presentation of Ritvik is called as a purely informal. He adds many of the Odia, Hindi, English in his speech, and he is trying to make the charm of the speaking allude something. Though the idea is his own, though he collect the ideas to speak, but the presentation plays very important role. Right. Next is called as Aryan.
So, how come speaking Odia and Hindi language in speech?
Now, let me point out, Ritvik, uh, your presentation is called as like a stumbling one. I find out uh, a kind of a mixed up things. You are trying to add uh, means certain things which are called as irrelevant, right, in the context. But anyhow, you are too confident in compared to the other students. Uh, these are my feedbacks, right? So another thing
Yes, sir,
is,
I'd like to change myself.
uh so another thing is called as Aryan. Aryan, I find out the problem in you is called as you don't speak, you read. It seems like you're reading a book, though you are uh, genuine to the topic. Your collection is good. You read also well, but your reading is different than the speech. So you you need to speak, and your speech uh, should be like speech, right? Not like reading books. That's what. Try to make yourself slow, speak with the region wherever necessary, make the louder sound, right? And Rudra, sorry, Smritiman. Smritiman, please do understand that anything cannot be spoken on a topic that is provided. I do understand you are very keen to speak, but at least you try to gather the knowledge about the topic, what you are
Sir,
going
can
to
you
say.
repeat, sir, what you
Or if the topic is given on any other means school violence, then you shall always understand what is that school violence, why it happens, who does the
Sir, in my
violence.
statement, sir, I also, sir, gave a definition in
See,
recycling also.
yeah, giving definition is not a big deal. The matter is called as how you start, how you elaborate, what are the regions you point, and how you conclude it. All the things are essential. Until you complete all these things, your statement means seems like what? Half of it, right? These are my feedback to all of you. I wish that you all will develop on your areas, right? So develop your vocabulary skills, develop your grammar skills, develop your means reading ability so that you can speak clearly. There will be there is a need of clarity in your speech, which is missing, all of you, right? Fine,
So can I
guys.
leave the meeting sir, for now?
Yeah. Please. That's all for the day. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir. Good night, sir.
Very good night.
Thank you.